Hello, good evening, everyone. We are starting the program now. I heartily welcome you on behalf of the whole team of Leo integration into GAT ISAME, PID Narendra Bhandari, the GAT ISAME training committee, and all the MDPs of ISAME. This is the very first session of this type of a training program. We are conducting such a training program for the very first time, and maybe this is the very first time in the world. We are organizing it for the districts and the multiple districts officers. The reason behind this is that there is not much of a material about the duties, the roles, responsibilities of the districts and the multiple districts officers. So hence, everyone should get the new information. Everyone should know what they have to do, and we all can go on the same path. That is the reason we are coming up with this program. I heartily welcome PID Narendra Bhandari sir and PID Sangeeta ma'am. They are the faculties and the speakers of this evening, and we will be hearing them shortly. Before them, you will be listening to me, and I have the most technical topic right now presenting before you. The topic which I am going to speak is roles and responsibilities of the district and the multiple districts officers. These will include the district presidents, multiple district presidents, vice presidents, secretary treasurers, the Leo chairpersons of the districts and the multiples, the Leo Land Council and the Cabinet Liaisons, and so on. If you have any doubts, any issues, you can write in the chat box. We will definitely take that into consideration. Please also note that we have a feedback form which will be sent to all the participants who have registered, and you have to fill the feedback form so that we can plan the rest of the sessions accordingly. This is the first session, and this will go on every Friday, same time and same Zoom link. Okay. So everyone knows there is a district president, a multiple district president in a district. The structure of this organization starts from a club to the international. So if you have 6 Leo clubs in a district, in a Lions district, you can form a Leo district and you can have a same council, just like you have the district governors cabinet. The district presidents, the multiple district presidents, the selections, the nominations, everything is kind of similar, and we have actually a separate session for them. So I will not go in detail in the elections and the selections. But yes, what do you do when you become a district or a multiple district president? Once you are out of the club and you go to a higher level, the reason you are there is the administration, is the upliftment of the Leos, of the members, and of the organization. Once you are selected as a district president, when you have minimum 6 clubs in your district, it becomes your duty to create a line of succession that can run the whole district after you. A district DMD officers, I'll talk commonly for both of them, so I will not take the names district and the multiple district, but please keep in mind that you need 6 clubs for making a Leo district, and you need 10 clubs in a multiple, in a Lions multiple, to make a Leo multiple district. So once the district or the multiple district presidents are appointed, the first thing they should do is make a council. Now, as per the new rules, a secretary and a treasurer of the district and the multiple can also be elected. Till now, it was only as per the rules appointed by the district and the multiple president, but now they can be elected, and this decision is solely of the district itself. Once you become the president, your foremost duty is to allot the work to the multiple or the district council. You need to make a council. Now, what is a council? In India, in ISAME, we have lots of multiples that have a whole huge council. Like, for example, in my multiple, when I was a multiple president, I had a council of 80 people with me, just like a district governor's cabinet. The official posts are multiple district president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer. These are the 4 posts that you can upload on my LCM. But the MDP or the DP has the power to create a whole council for himself, for the multiple, and to work in the direction the vision is. You can have you can dedicate different work like vision or cancer or anything, leadership seminars, give positions, give posts to new Leos. This will increase the enthusiasm in the Leos, and they will be more active and involved in the whole council. Now in Leos, whether it's a district or a multiple, we say council. In Lions, district is a cabinet and the multiple is a council. But in Leos, both are the councils. As soon as you create a council, the first and the foremost thing you should do is create a bank account. By taking the confidence and the permission of your Lions, you need to create a bank account. Most of the multiples and the districts don't have Leo levy in ISAME, but you actually should have. You can start that with 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, whatever per person, and you can have a Leo levy. Now, what this will do is you get the exact number of the membership active members in your district or the multiple, and this money can be used for the administrative costs of your multiple. What you become is the brand ambassador of your district or the multiple district once you are selected. Wherever you go, you represent the whole district. You are the admin body of the whole council. Your work is not to do go somewhere and do some activities and do this and that. No, you need to make sure that the clubs under you are given a right path. They do the activities, they are shown the right path, the proper information is given to them, and the right amount of knowledge is given to them. So communication is a great uh, thing which plays a great role in this responsibility. We have a whole session of communication and marketing in the upcoming session, so we'll learn more on that. You create an impact on a large scale. Whatever you do is looked upon by the whole district or the multiple district. You have to organize 2 council meetings in the whole year, and you need to organize a conference, a Leo conference at the multiple or the district level. 1 council meet should be there with the conference. This is at least. You can have more as per your needs. These are written in the rules. Okay, yes, everyone will get the rule book after this session. The email will be sent to everyone and the documents will be sent to all. What we are talking here, we are discussing here is the practical knowledge and the practical things a DP or the MDP has to do. You need to create good contacts with the Lions, talk to them, go to them, ask them how you can involve the Leos of your district or your multiple district in the Lions events. Invite them to your own events, and also be in touch with the district Leo chairperson and the multiple Leo chairperson. Now here comes the very important role of the Leo chairpersons. He is a Lion, he has worked with the Lions, he has good contacts with the Lions, and he is kind of a bridge between the Leo council and the Lions. Whatever problems or issues the Leos are having, or any resolutions passed or anything new they want to do, the Leo chairperson takes this information to the Lions, and then they all sit together, talk about it, and get a solution. The Leo chairperson is also responsible for resolving issues and conflicts which are raised. They need to maintain good contacts with the Leo club advisors as well. So accordingly, they can guide them. The Leo chairperson plays a very important role while conducting the seminars, while helping the Leos in conducting different events, because the experience which the Leo chairperson has is lacking in the Leos. The Leos may be very great with the technical stuff, even in the leadership, but the experience is more with the Leo chairperson. As the president or the Leo Lion Council liaison or any multiple officer, it becomes very important for you to understand actually what your work is and delegation of the work. So if you are creating a whole council, you need to first understand what that person will do according to the post, and you need to make him understand what is his work. For example, if you have a public relation officer, if you have a chief admin officer in your council, you need to explain to him that these are the 5 things you have to do for the whole year. This is my vision and how you can add your flair into this vision. This is a teamwork, and not a single person can run the whole multiple or a district on his own. If you look at the Leos in the West, in the East, and many other places, they have huge councils. They have a chairperson for the Leo magazines. They have chairpersons for the Leo council meets, a convention chairperson. Lots of Leos are there in the council, and they are given different opportunities. In this way, they get a whole new platform. A stage is given by the district president to the Leos, and all are they develop their own personality and the leadership by this. You need to know the Leo constitution first. A district or multiple district president, if he doesn't know the rules and regulations properly, he will not be looked upon with respect. You definitely are a person who people will reach to for the very last time, because they might have crossed the others in the path, and the best thing is expected from your side. You have to be totally uh, good with the reporting, because the my LCI now have the multiple presidents and the secretaries. They can report the events or the activities done at the districts and the multiple districts at the my LCI. This was not there before. Now the DPs and the MDPs also have the access to the my LCI, and they can see the details of the clubs in their login. So your first and the foremost duty is to create a login and know the statistics of your districts. You need to create a budget. The whole budget should be presented to the lions. You need to talk to them, sit with them, learn how they run the districts and the multiple districts. The budget has to be passed in the Leo Council first, and then it has to be passed in the Lions Council. And accordingly, you can spend the money which you are getting from the Leo levy. The levy can be used in organizing different meetings, events, council meets, conventions. You can also have the entry charges, registration charges for the convention, but everything has to go through the Lions. For the districts, it is the main authority is the district governor, and for the multiple district, the main authority is the MCC, the multiple council chairperson. The bridge is the multiple district Leo chairperson and the district Leo chairperson. Now, what is the role of the Leo Lion Council and the Cabinet Liaison? This is a new post started from this year itself, and this can be uploaded in my LCI by the districts and the multiple districts. It is very similar to the duties of the Leo chairperson, but that person, the international headquarters thinks that if a Leo or a Leo Lion who has been a Leo is appointed in the committee of the district governor or the MCC, then that person will be more helpful to the Leos and the council, because he has already worked with them and he can represent the Leos in a better way than the Lions. There are different eligibility criteria and duties written in the rule book. You will get everything in the email, but the practical thing is what I'm saying. You need to have a record keeping system. All the meetings which you organize should be recorded. The attendance should be recorded. Whatever you are discussing in the meetings, everything should be written, and they are called the minutes of the meeting. By doing all these things, creating a budget, the minutes and everything, this thing will definitely give you a lot of leadership skills and management skills. This will help you in your life outside of the Leoism as well. You should go through the website at least once in every 1 month, because there are new things coming on the website now and then. You will get lots of resources. You need to give the information from the international. You are in between. Above you are the advisory panelists. So stay in constant touch with the advisory panelists, because they have the most up-to-date information. Whenever they call a meeting, you should attend the meetings called by them, and then that information should be floated to the clubs under you. There are different grants and different awards that the Leos can get. You are responsible to give that information to the Leos. You can have a communication chairperson in your council, and that person can do these things. You can have a sports chairperson in your council, and that person can organize different sports events in the multiple, or motivate the districts to organize such of the events. It is very important to create good relationships with the multiples of surrounding you, because in the time of Zoom, whenever you organize an event, it is very great if you can invite people from the other multiples. They get to know what you are doing, you get to know what they are doing. It is kind of a cultural exchange, and these things can be applied to the Leos. I'm very happy and very proud that in today's session, the highest registration is from multiple district 320. And I am seeing the enthusiasm and the zeal of this multiple rising. This is something I wanted to give an example, because they created very good relations with the other multiples, and whenever anything is happening in any district or the multiple, people from 320 are invited, and they are there, and they get to learn lots of different things. You are creating a brand right now, and definitely you should have a vision of what you are doing and you are going to do in the whole year. You need to plan the year. Right now, very little time is left, but you can do lots of things in the whatever time is left. But if you haven't created a council yet, you should do right now. If you don't have a bank account of your district or your multiple district, you should open it right now, so that the leaders who are the upcoming leaders, they get everything ready and they can start from where you stop. Getting new leaders, electing and the leaders, appointing the leaders, everything involves the duties of the district president and the multiple district president. These things happen in the conference. We have a separate session of how to organize the conference, the elections, the call letters, everything. So you will get to know everything gradually. It is important to have public relations. Whenever you organize an event, you should invite people from outside of Leoism as the speakers, as the guests, so they also get to know what you are doing. Events which can be organized at a district and the multiple district level cannot be done at the club level. You have the power to unite your whole district and the multiple district. Anything said by you will be followed by all. The lions will take you seriously, but you have to take care that you work wisely. So this is something which you should keep in mind. This is the practicalities of organizing a district, of working with a multiple district council. You should create your own self-development techniques, about which Sangeeta ma'am will talk in a couple of time. These techniques will take you to a next level. While doing all this, in Leos, we don't have to, we don't get any salary. We are not paid. So even if we do some mistake, there is no problem. Our salary will not be cut. So you can do all the experiments you want to do when you take the post. Even this is applicable to all the club officers as well. This is your opportunity. Try creativity, try different experiments, and do anything you want to do, but take the lions in consideration. All districts and multiple districts should have a social media page. If you don't have it, create it right now and send me a message or send an email to me that we have created this group. I'll be the first one to follow, because a page on Instagram or on Facebook, we follow them all. Even I myself, all the other panelists, we watch what activities are being done. The other Leos also get inspired, and you are not new to the marketing strategies, the communications you can do by the social media. People even get new members from social media. Lots and lots of clubs have got lots of new members from social media. So yes, everyone should create a page, and you should give that responsibility to a very responsible person who is not biased to anyone. Upload the activities of the clubs under your district, under your multiple, in those social media pages. Add the stories. This will definitely motivate the clubs. The club should also have a social media page, and by this, I am sure Leos will do great around the world. We are seeing they are doing great, but if you haven't till now, you should do it. Event management is something which you can learn from this very organization, and this will help you everywhere in the upcoming time. I myself am an event manager, and I had started my career in Leoism, so I'm talking from my heart. But yes, so these are the things, these are the practical things you should do. The technical things will be mailed to you, and I'm sure everyone will be doing great stuff after this session. The feedback form will be given to you, and you can let us know if you want to include more things in the upcoming session. So herewith, I rest my session, and thank you everyone for listening to me. Thank you all. You can write your issues in the chat box. Next, we have past international director, Narendra sir. He is this training program is the brainchild of Narendra sir, and he will be talking about the GAT officers. This year, we had requested all the district governors, all the multiple council chairpersons, the MDPs, DPs to appoint GAT officers in their districts and the multiples. The reason, the importance, everything will be told by Narendra sir. And please listen to him carefully, because this is something new, and this is the base of this very training program. So I request Narendra sir to please unmute yourself and start with the session. Thank you.
Can you give me the screen share, please?
Yes, sir, you are the co-host.
Okay. Yeah, can you see my screen, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, good, great. Okay. Good evening and welcome to each and everyone who has joined this session of training for the Leo. In fact, my compliments to Vivek, all the panelists, of course, to the GAD integration team and all the area leaders for taking up this Leo integration into Global Action Team in ISAME. Of course, we had the first session wherein Vivek has explained you about the various duties. I would rather say they were the constitutional duties that each and every Leo officer should do so that their clubs can succeed. That's a great presentation, Vivek. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Now let me come to my subject because I know for next 20 minutes and I have to finish this topic in 20 minutes. Let me tell you the Global Action Team is a very new concept for Leos, though it has been started in Lions Club for last 4 years. And now I can see and I can proudly tell you that GAT is now a buzzword in Lionism. Whether it is service, whether it is membership, or whether it is leadership, the Global Action Team provides the fantastic support to the all the leadership, whether it is district, whether it is multiple, or whether it is club, because the buzzword, or I would say the keyword that has been given to us, the Global Action Team, is our role is only to support all the officers, whether it is Lions or Leos, for their success. It starts, let me tell you, even today, ISAME, and if you see the global picture, ISAME is topping everywhere, whether it is membership, leadership, or service. And the entire credit I would give to the effective implementation of Global Action Team program and the initiatives which have been very nicely, I would say, percolated up to the district level very effectively. And of course, at the club level also, now it has started percolating and the success is being seen by the clubs also. Global Action Team, in one word, I would say, it's a one-team approach of synergy, collaboration, and coordination between the membership, leadership, and service leads. There are 3 verticals in Global Action Team, that is membership, leadership, and service. In earlier days, in Lionism also, all these 3 leaders were working separately. But of late, last 3 years back, when it was integrated into one solid Global Action Team, the results have started coming in all the fields. And Leo integration, you can see, is also a product of the Global Action Team in ISAME. The teams for Global Action Team are at various levels. But up to the multiple level, right from club, district, and multiple level, it is leadership, membership, and service. Separately, coordinators are appointed or elected at the club level. But above the multiple level, it's one solid team, Global Action Team, and they are the area leaders above the multiple that are taking care of all the 3 verticals. I'm going to speak to you about the roles of all the officers of the Global Action Team. But let me tell you one more important thing. When I speak of the roles, it has been strongly supported by the various resources and tools which are created by Global Action Team at LCI and in our ISAME office also. Maybe some of the programs, some of the initiatives, some of the tools may not be very much effective as far as Leo clubs are concerned, but most of them, though they were initially created for the Lions clubs, Lions districts, or Lions officers, but the same formula or the same thing could be used by the Leos in the same manner and could be successful at the Leo level also. As I told you, we some time back, Vivek has narrated you about the constitutional duties and responsibilities. As I told you, the structure is at club level, and district level and multiple district level. Above that, the area level, it is global action team. Now, when I talk of structure, the global action team, the leader is the chairperson. And who is the leader? Leader at the club level is the president, is the global action team chairperson. At the district level, it is the district president who is the global action team chairperson. Similarly, at the multiple level, it is the multiple district president who is the global action team chairperson. When I'll come to the duties, you will understand. And similarly, this chairperson is ably supported by three coordinators. At the club level, it is the chairperson. It is the leadership chairperson, membership chairperson, and service chairperson. And in Lions Club, it is recommended that at the club level, all these three positions are elected. So next year, when you form your next year team, you ensure that you select or you elect the leadership chairperson, membership chairperson, and service chairperson of your respective clubs. But at the district level, it is the district president who is expected to appoint the GLT coordinator, the GMT coordinator, and GST coordinator. And similarly, at the multiple level, the multiple council chairperson, or you say the multiple district president of Leo, will be appointing the GLT, GMT, and GST coordinators. And whatever support you need, of course, our ISAME staff is there to support you also. Slowly, we will ensure that even Leos get good support from this team. Now, what is the role of the Global Action Team? The role of the Global Action Team is to support or to ensure the club president, the district governor, and the district president, and the multiple district president to establish the goals of their district. Now, if you're talking in February, still there is a long time. There are almost 4.5 months to go. So don't think that this is now, it is too late. We could have started in July, nothing like that. You have 4.5 months to go. And if you take full support of Global Action Team, let me tell you, 30th June 2022, also, you will have some program conducted in your club and serve the community and serve the youth fraternity of the Leo membership. That much I can really ensure you. Going further, now when I say Global Action Team chairperson, now as I told you, district chairperson is the district president. So district president, he will serve as the chairperson and he will ensure that the GLT, GMT, GSC coordinators are collaborating and implementing to develop skill-trained leaders in our club, strengthen membership, and expand the humanitarian service. Small project that we are doing, they are done, the planning is done by the chairperson. Now, if you see, if he has to be active, he ensures that he selects qualified leaders for the district's Global Action Team position. Similarly, he ensures that the GLT, GMT, GST support the district goals and implement the action plan. Fine. Now, it is what is more important. Now, how does the chairperson ensure that there is a success? He facilitates regular meeting to discuss and advance initiatives established by the Global Action. Now, as I told you in the beginning, for the club, the goal setting is done by the president, but the Global Action Team collectively supports the president to establish the goals, and further at the district level, similarly, the GLT, GMT, GST helps the district president to establish the goals. But let me tell you, without goal, without focus, you cannot really achieve great. So it is establishing goals, setting goal is also very, very important. Global Action Team supports the president, the district president, and the multiple district president to set the goals. It is not by word that it is supported. There are tools on Global Action Team toolboxes which teaches you how to set the goals. So goal setting and success for the goal is the role of the Global Action Team. Now, another important thing is the chairperson. Now, I'm talking of the duty of the club president or district governor. So he shares the successes the opportunities and needs with the club officers, the district global action team, and the LCI staff. It is very important whatever we do when it is shared with others globally, whether it is through social media or whether it is through reporting, it not only boosts the moral of the respective club, but it also gives a guideline, the success stories, help the other clubs to do more better. Similarly, now how do you do it? Achieve district leadership development, membership, and service goals. That is the duty of the district president. Incoming club officers participate in club officer training. So it is the duty of the chairperson. Again, I'm coming to see that incoming officers, the next year officers are trained in time. And so organizing training and all that is the duty of the district president. Another thing that a district president should focus that the total number of Leos participating in various leadership development training programs is increased by 10%. Now you see the training program is organized at present at ISAME level. Similarly, slowly at district level, the district president will ensure that the training programs are conducted regularly, right? And then new members participate in new member orientation. So it is the duty of the district president or global action team chairperson to organize orientation program. Another important thing or goal that a district president can set is the net membership growth +1, and then what is started should be the focus of district president. Increase service project implementation and reporting. That is very important for the chairperson. Now, of course, the chairperson is not going to do everything. He is going to ensure GMT, GLT, GST perform their roles, which I'm going to come later, so that the reporting at club level, reporting of district club president, club service activities, and the district service activities are regularly sent on my LCI, so that whatever is happening in Ahmedabad is known to people in Hyderabad. Whatever activities are happening in Hyderabad are known to people in Delhi. And to ensure effective reporting, we have tools in Global Action Team Toolbox, which trains you how to report on my LCI also. So all this support is provided. It is not that I'm talking about roles and responsibilities. I am also going to talk to you, or I would like you to understand how the Global Action Team supports each officer to discharge their roles and responsibilities. So the tools and resources are also made available. And of course, the district president has to ensure that the Leo Club development and good collaboration between Lions and Leos is achieved. That is what is the role of the district president. Going further, similar role, almost similar role is for the club GAT chairperson. Ensure election of GLT, GMT, GST at club level and report it on my line. Now, this year in Leo integration, we are focusing equally on updating the records because Leos have been doing fantastic work, but we find challenge in succession or we find challenge in continuity. Now, that is happening because there is no proper record or there is no proper updation of record, and that is why many a time the Leo movement is lost somewhere because of the connectivity or because of the communication. And for that, we want to ensure that proper reporting is done. So whoever is elected next year needs to be properly reported on my line. Similarly, the club chairperson, the GAT chairperson's role is engage member, their experience, their harmonious, the environment in the club is properly built up. And for all this, I'm not only telling the roles, for discharging the roles, the tools are available. So whenever you go to Global Action Team resources or toolboxes of GLT, GMT, GST, you will get a lot of support, the training material or the literature, which can help you to have your roles done very nicely. Similarly, the club president needs to regularly meet the GLT, GMT, GST and discuss and advance initiatives that you would be setting. The success story, if you have really achieved a very great in membership or on service, you can send those success stories on social media through Facebook or GAT blog, and you can see that your success stories are known to people. Even the chairperson's role is to ensure that the club members understand the 5 global causes that our international association has adopted. And if for the youth, we can work on those 5 global causes. Similarly, the LLC, the Lions Learning Courses, the Lions Leadership Courses, they are available online and which Leos can really benefit a lot by taking those LLC courses. Of course, you can share your success with the district teams and the GAT clubs. Now, as far as chairperson, I think I'm very clear. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat box so that you can be your questions can be addressed timely. Now let's come to Club GAT chairperson has also to ensure that 10% more learning activities are happening at club level. One more membership drive, you may can be taken up. Contact at least 2 former Leo members. Net growth is important. At the same time, retaining 100% members. No Leo member leaves. That is to be ensured by the chairperson. New member orientation needs to be taken. Member satisfaction, fundraising, increase in service project is something which a GAT chairperson should ensure it is his role. And I'll come now to the roles of the GMT, GLT, GST. Now, at the district level, GLT chairperson has to collaborate between GMT, GLT, and GST. Now, this is common for all 3. All 3 needs to work in collaboration, in coordination, and in synergy to really achieve a great success. When all these 3 teams work together, the results are phenomenal. Now, if a service project is organized and if the GST chairperson of a club invites the GMT chairperson, informs the GMT chairperson, and if the GMT chairperson organizes a marketing activity at a place where the service activity is concerned, organized, automatically you attract the members also. Similarly, when a service project is to be organized, if the training is done by the GLT chairperson, the quality of service that you will be offering to the community will be much, much better than an ordinary service project organized by any club. So this is how the collaboration and coordination needs to work. Similarly, the GLT chairperson of a club, at the club level, at the district level, they have to have an annual plan, annual calendar of leadership development programs. Many institutes, many training programs that can be designed at the beginning of the year. Now, this year we are making an effort at the ISAME level, but at the same time, at club level, district level, and multiple level, the respective GLT coordinator will ensure that these things are done. Then communicate regularly with first vice president and so and so forth. Identify potential leaders. The GLT chairperson's main role is to identify upcoming leaders and then give them the training in leadership so that their interest remains in Leo movement and they can provide good leadership in the coming years. That is what they can ensure. And at the same time, training the new members is the responsibility of the GLT chairperson at the district level. Similarly, at the club level, new member orientation program, club officers training, ensure good attendance is achieved at the training program, promote the LLC programs, the online courses that are available free of cost, without any cost, sitting at home, you can undertake so many learning programs in leadership skill, which promotion is the GLT chairperson responsibility. Opportunity for potential activities and 10% increased learning is what we feel that are the responsibilities of the GLT team. Let's move to the GMT team, the GMT coordinator at the multiple level, GMT coordinator at the district level, and GMT chairperson at the club level. Develop an executive and annual plan. Without goal, you just can't think because somebody said we add 2 members. Because somewhere we thought we are adding 2 members. That way, it's not a planned growth in any Leo movement. If at the beginning of the year, if the GMT chairperson at the club, district or multiple level have a proper plan of adding members, of adding new club, then I I trust that they can guide the clubs or the multiple can guide the district to have more growth in every field. Collaborate with clubs, GMT, to identify unrepresented or underrepresented areas where the Leo clubs are not there. That is the role of the district GMT chairperson. Motivates clubs to invite new members, organize various membership development programs. Of course, on the GMT toolbox at the Lions level, it's for Lions. But similarly, with little correction, the Leo membership development program can be designed by a district and membership growth activities can be taken up. Similarly, reporting is very important. Again and again, I'm repeatedly telling. Now, Vivek told you that if there is a district levy or something, we understand exact numbers of members in each club. But similarly, if the reporting is done in time at the district level or at the international level, we can understand or we can learn what is the growth of Leo movement, what is the support that is needed by them. That also can be done. A retention strategy also can be planned. And more importantly, Leo Lion Young membership. Now the GMT focus, GMT coordinator at district multiple or club level, my focus, my request to all of you would be that focus that the Leos are given update knowledge of Lions Club and ensure that they become Lion also, Leo Lion. Why? Because at some point of time, the Leos will be moving out for job or something. And if they have not joined Lions Club, the problem is going to be then it becomes too late to invite them to be a Lion member. But if they're Leo Lion, I'm sure they will continue and they will be asset of our organization. And that is what I call is the future of our organization. Lastly, I come to the club GMT is the similar role. Let's talk of GST. What is the role of GST coordinator? The GST multiple district coordinator is to implement service projects aligned to global causes. Now, there are 5 global causes. Of course, we will focus on youth. The Leos will focus on youth, whether it is environment, whether it is vision, or whether it is cancer, childhood cancer. They will focus activities for the youth. Now, GST Toolbox gives you so much of information about all these activities. You pick up what is suitable to your club. But giving information of how to organize the project, which are the activities which can be undertaken in diabetes, or whether it is childhood cancer, or whether it is environment, all those are available in project planners in GST Toolbox. If you go to project planners, you will be really benefited by in organizing various activities. Increase visibility of service impact. Now, whatever activities are done by a club, now if you want to increase or expand the visibility of your activities in your community, the GST Toolbox gives you all the tools how to market your activity and at the same time how to make a good public relation program or maybe how to do a partnership for any other organization to do a service activity that is available in GST Toolbox. Of course, leadership is also has to show along with the quality of the activity that will be done by Leos will be much, much better or much, I would say, acceptable to the community if those proper training is done. And at the same time, if you use the toolboxes of GST, you will be able to organize good activities. Of course, LCI also provides some grants for small grant for Leo Club. That information needs to be passed on by the GST to the club. Various apps are there. My line, of course, I told you the activity needs to be reported there also. Similar kind of on the similar line, the club GST coordinator should do their activity. And I trust at this point of time, 20 minutes are over, and I do not want to overshoot my time. But on these lines at the club level also, the GSC chairperson should able to organize activities, and most importantly, the GSC chairperson of the club should ensure to increase member satisfaction by more involvement. That is what the role of the GSC coordinator would be. With this, I once again thank all of you for giving me a patient hearing. I trust this is a subject which normally in line, we have 2 days workshop on Global Action Team overview or roles and duties and various resources and toolboxes and all that. But I think being the first year, introduction of this subject was necessary, and now you all will have increased the curiosity about understanding more about the GAT program, which will be helpful for the success of each club, district, and multiple. Thank you very much. If you have any questions at the end of the session, we will take up questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful information. The global leadership team, the global membership team, and the global service team, and the GAT, the global action team. So these are the duties of the officers. I am sure you followed what sir said, and definitely these documents, these presentations, and the whole recording of this session will be shared with everyone in the WhatsApp groups and also via emails to the registered participants. This was a question asked to me in the chat many times. The question by Taran is rightly answered by our past board liaison Ayush Pabla. You have to register the district or the multiple district under the Association of Persons, the AOP. The district governor or the MCC can help you with that. If not, let me know or let anyone of the panelists know. They will send you the format of the legal documents. Shruti had a question. So do we take approval from the Lions for every activity? No, it is not about the approval. It is just to keep them together and work together. So if you are doing anything, just present your plans to the Lions, and I'm sure definitely they will help you and they will guide you in a better way to organize those activities. But yes, some of the things are to be approved from the Lions, like the budget, the financial issues, everything. So this is up to you and the Lions of your districts and the multiple districts. Okay. You can all give your doubts or your issues in the chat box. We'll resolve everything, and you will have a feedback form at the end of the program. You can fill the form. So now moving on to the next speaker, the most awaited. These two topics were really hard, really important, and really technical. So now we have a PID, Sangeeta Jatia, a great faculty, a great speaker. Whatever she says gives an impact to the Leos on the line. She has done lots of seminars, lots of webinars, and now she's with us. We welcome you, Sangeeta ma'am, for the very important self-development topic. This is a soft skill topic, and we will be having a soft skill topic in all the sessions. So yes, ma'am, the floor is yours. I request you to unmute yourself and start. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leo Vivek, Past Director Narendra Bhandari ji, and my dear friends. It's a pleasure to join you today in this very first session where we are going through a training program, a workshop, if you may, for the Leos, Leo advisors, and the entire, all those associated with the Leo clubs. When we join a Lions club, we join a Leo club, then we become associated with a social club organization. Definitely we have this, very noble thought, if I may say, that yes, we must be doing good. We must be doing good to the world, but remember, charity begins at home. If it doesn't do good to us, there is no point in trying to change the world, is it not? So it is important that first we also determine, we understand how that this can impact us or help us develop to become a better human being, a better individual, a better parent, a better father, a better daughter, a better son, a better uncle, aunt, friend, teacher, what have you, colleague, peer, employer, wherever, whichever field that you're talking about. How does it help us? We are investing a lot of time. I'm sure each one of you who are members or who have joined in today, you definitely have invested a lot of time in this organization. No wonder you're here today, 9:30 p.m. for India at least, and I'm sure most of you from India. It is late night. It is also Friday night, and on Friday night, if you can join in for a program like this, means your commitment level is tremendously high. And why is this commitment level so high? What makes it so high? Just think about it. Is something wrong up there? that we are spending this time rather than watching Netflix. Here we are on this Zoom meeting. Why are we doing this? Reason is we believe, and I think it is true for each one of us, we believe we will become a better human being. I mean, all of us, we want to do, like it's when we ask people why are you joining the Leos, why we joined the Lions, we say, oh, we want to do service activity. Believe you me, service activity can be done anywhere, right? You can do that sitting at home, can't you? You can do that just without joining a Lions Club or a Leo Club. But why do we join these organizations, especially an international organization? Because we believe it will make us a better human being. Is it true or not? Is it true? Isn't it true? We are investing our time so that we get something in return. Whether we can admit it or not, it is a fact. We are investing the time because we wish that we can get something out of this association with the Leo clubs. And it is up to you, my dear friends, that you must use this time in this organization, in this movement, whichever way you're associated with it, to become a better human being. Because it is an investment you are making. It helps tremendously. Now you would ask, how would becoming a Leo member occupying? You just heard Narendra Bhandari ji spoke about the various roles you can play. Now, what does this tell you? What does your various responsibilities tell you? Very simple. You must understand what you have to do. You must make a goal or a target, and you must work to it. Similarly, in our lives, we've got to work to a plan. And that self-development plan has to start with you. You've got to chalk out your own plan. Nobody can chalk it out for you. Nobody can determine what you need to do. You yourself can determine where and how and what you want to achieve in life. So even as a Leo member, even when you come here, it is not only about this organization, it is about your entire being. And Leoism is a part of it. Lionism is a part of that, but eventually it impacts our whole being. And if it impacts our whole being, it is important that we try and take the most out of it. We try and make the most out of it. And in making the most out of it, the best part is it's a win-win situation. You win, the organization wins. The more passion you put in and the more you develop, the more developed this organization is going to become. So it's like, you are getting something, and the more you get, the more you give. What better can this be? The acronym Leo, leadership, experience, opportunity, was just not created just like that. It was created with a purpose. It was created with a thought. And when it was started, it was believed that this platform that we have in this world, the Leo world, or the Lions world, is one which will not only teach us leadership skills, it will give us experience of what life holds for us. It will give us an opportunity so that we can try out our skills. Many a times, we don't even know what's inside us. What is our strength? We have no idea. But when we expose ourselves, oh my God, I could speak. I thought I couldn't speak on the mic. But suddenly, if you go and give a speech and you speak well, and nobody has to come and tell you that you spoke well, because you know yourself whether you spoke well or not, right? So the moment that self-realization comes, oh yes, I can speak in front of a crowd. I don't feel as nervous as I should have. And here I am feeling proud that I could speak 15 minutes, 20 minutes without a break. And I have so many thoughts coming in. I did not go blank. If you can do that, that self motivation would come. You would get better and better at the job. This is how each one of us have learned in this organization. I think one of the most tangible thing, as I would say, is we've all learned to become speakers, speak for hours at times. We can speak in short if required. We don't feel nervous in going and holding on the mic. That's what leadership in this organization has definitely taught us. Sometimes it has not only made us confident, it has also made us overconfident. Sometimes we don't even let go of the microphones, but that's another story altogether. But here, it definitely teaches us. It teaches us all the skills When we organize a club meeting, a simple meeting that you organize, what do you get? You learn how to be mindful of everybody's expectations. You learn how you've got to best manage time. You learn how you've got to handle yourself, even if you're feeling very annoyed at times and you just don't like the face of the person sitting right in front of you. But because you're a leader, you've got to maintain that smile. You've got to maintain your dignity. You've got to maintain your demeanor. You have to maintain your calm. That's a fantastic lesson we learn in this organization. An organization as diverse as ours, where everybody has a different background, they come from different ethnicities, they come from different cultures, and each one has their own individual mindset. And when we get this collective mindset, everybody comes together and they all give their views. What we learn is probably something that you will never even learn, very rightly said, not even in Harvard Business School, because what we learn in this organization is true life experiences. True life experiences. We not only learn what, these leadership skills, but we also learn what the world is all about. I can just tell you, each one of us have the best today. Naturally, if you're a member of this organization, you have the best of worlds. You have good education, you have good family backgrounds, you have everything that you want for. There is nothing that you want for, actually. You get everything that you desire. Your family gives it to you and you get it. But we do not realize how the other half lives. But when we come into this organization and we join and we see the plight of some others, that makes us a much more better human being. Self-development is, it just comes. If you're an active lion and an active Leo, self-development will come automatically. So what do you have to do for that self-development? I would say you would have to keep, number one, your eyes and ears open. You must be aware of what's happening around you, because that's the way you can develop your own self. You must look around. What's trending? What's happening? What is the world doing? And that will help you become a better human being also. And this organization, and especially now in the times where boundaries have no meaning, all those who've joined from different parts of the country, different parts of ISAME have joined in today. And there is nothing called a boundary. We could never have imagined this world 2 years back, but today we have been flexible and we've learned this new medium of working. Now with this new medium of working, we can actually make ourselves even more effective. And that's what you need to do. So what do you need to do? Keep your eyes and ears open. Next thing I would always request you to do for your self-development, have a plan. You must, it's not very vain to say, in 2 years, I want to be the Leo district president. In 3 years, I should become a Lions zone chairperson. In 5 years or 7 years from now, I should be holding this position. 10 years, whatever, you have your own timelines. I should be there. If you have that timeline, it's not about the position, but about developing yourself so that you can occupy those positions. And it's not also about any kind of politics, but it's, I think, about making or taking yourself forward, teaching yourself skills, learning so that you can actually be in whichever position you are. We just heard about so many positions that are in this organization. Whichever position that you occupy, you must give your 100%. That's very, very important if you want to develop your own self. So you must have a plan. This is where I want to go, but in whatever position I occupy today, I will give my 100%. I will not only excel, I will go beyond excellence, because only then will you be able to get back from the organization when you give it 100%, or maybe even more than 100%. And that's very important, because when you give all that you have, your passion, your energy, your ideas, that's when you start growing also. What else can you do? Remember, you don't have to draw or color within the lines. I'm a true believer that those who really make a difference think beyond. They do not have to stay within the confines. You can let your mind go, especially the youth of today. I think that is what we are looking at. New ideas, innovation, creativity, different ways of thinking, different ways of doing things, because that's what's going to make you stand out. And don't be scared. People might laugh at you. Remember, the best ideas always laughed at, but the best ideas are the most simple. You think somebody else would have thought about it, but you'd be surprised nobody else thought about it. So whatever ideas you have, share it, speak aloud, speak out, be confident. And the moment you are confident, but the thin line, confidence and overconfidence, beware of that, because overconfidence is what kills us, but confidence is what takes us forward. And then again, don't bother about what you're weak in. My pet story is that you should play to your strengths. You should not play to what you're weak at. If you are not good with certain things, forget about it. Many of us spend a lot of time trying to, hone our skills in something that we are not very good. But I believe you needn't do that. Whatever you are good in, excel in that. You should make and spend or invest your time more to make yourself, whatever you're good in, make that even better. Be comfortable in your own skin. Be honest. Be truthful. Be yourself. Each one of us has a talent hidden inside us. And that talent is what actually makes us more powerful. But when you borrow talent or when you pretend you have something that you don't have, that's when we cannot really make that difference. So remember, look within, find your talent, and try and work to that talent. And here in this organization, you will get a lot of opportunity to expose yourself. You will get an opportunity so that somebody else can come and maybe better you, mentor you, take you forward. Don't be scared in taking up a mentor. It is very important, because mentors are very difficult to come by. Most of us love to praise, but we are very scared of criticizing people. I don't say that you criticize in public, not at all. That is what we do very well. But what is important is you don't criticize in public. You criticize in person. If you are a true friend, you will go, if you don't like something, you will go and tell that person, but you will never do it in public. You will do it in person. You don't have to work hard, honestly. Honestly, in this day and age, it's not required that we work hard. What's required is that we work smart. And you as Leos need to learn how you can work smart. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to reposition the wheel. A lot of ideas are already there. All that you require is make a little change. But one thing that definitely is not going to work is copy paste. Not at all. This age looks at something that you do, which is totally different, which is new, which it could have been done before. As I said, you don't have to reinvent everything, but definitely reposition yourself. Think different. Don't be scared of airing your views. If you don't like something in this organization, it's you who is going to change it, because after all, you're part of this organization. So your self-development is not only about going through all those courses, doing everything else. Of course, that is one part of it. But as whatever you do, remember, you must have your own self goals, your goals. This is where I want to go. It is also not about a position. I must become a trainer by so-and-so. It's not also about training. You could say, I want to start this kind of a project in 3 years from now. I must become a social entrepreneur in the next 5 years. I must look at something. If my goal, whatever is your goal, but do have a goal, because that's what's going to make your journey in this organization even more fruitful, even more meaningful. And as I said, the more you will take, the more you will be able to give. Be authentic, be truthful, be loyal, be innovative, but have a plan that you will become a better human being, because you are associated with the world's largest and most effective service club organization. Else, our journey here is going to be totally meaningless. So make the most of it. Give it your 100%. I promise you will get more than 100%, because that is what this organization is all about. It is about giving, caring, being kind, and the more you give, gradually you become a better human being. And what better self-development can there be than becoming a better human being? Thank you very much for this opportunity, Vivek, and I hand it all over back to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This was such a wonderful session. Everyone is rejuvenated, and we were pretty sure that this session will be the spotlight for today's session after the two heavy sessions. I am so happy we could have you with us as a faculty, as a trainer, and everyone is quite motivated. Your words, you don't have to reinvent, but to reposition, really touched everyone. And I'm sure people will be, they will start making the visions, they will start planning the time, they will start planning for the positions they want to achieve in the upcoming times. We will definitely take a feedback for this session, and we will also now add a column about the visions they want to plan in the upcoming quarter. Because our next session is planning the last quarter, and we already knew there will be a great demand for Sangeeta ma'am, and hence we are repeating her as a faculty in the next session with the topic planning the last quarter. With her, we will be having the very own, the very famous, the very great PLAP, past Leo advisory panelist, Lion Anand Mehta in the next session. And so there will be only two speakers in the next sessions. I will just get that on the screen. So yes, we will be meeting on 25th February, the next Friday at the same time, 8:30 p.m. I am so much thankful to Narendra sir and Sangeeta ma'am for being with us today. I would also like to recognize the great work done by past district governor Govindraj sir from 320 and the vice multiple district president K. Pratyusha for such a tremendous communication and marketing in their multiple. I am so proud of 320 at present. I would also like to recognize the presence of Ruchita Mehra. She is from the ISAME office, and she is also one of the speakers in the upcoming sessions. And also Nilofer Baria, she's also from the ISAME office, and they are here with us in the session from the very beginning. I would really like to thank all the multiple district presidents for doing a great job as the co-coordinators of this training program, the training committee, the CAT committee, and especially Narendra sir. Thank you, Kamya, for wonderfully hosting the Zoom platform without any glitch. Great work by Kamya. Thank you all. Thank you for being with us. Meet you all in next Friday, same time. Thank you. Goodbye, everybody. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can just post it in the chat. We'll keep the meeting on for 1 or 2 minutes. If you have anything to say, just post it in the chat. We will get back to you in the WhatsApp groups. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you for being with us. Good night. Have a great night.